Hello, Lisa Kempston here again. This is our video number 3 in our series of 3 videos. This is the last video, and this one is on batteries. I'm saving the best for last. Guys, this is really super important. We did not understand the importance of this. There's a couple different things we're going to teach you about maintaining your batteries, keeping them clean, maintaining them, and learning about your connections and how to properly turn off your batteries when your RV is in storage. So please watch and enjoy, and thank you for being here. We're all in this together, guys. Bye.
Other thing is when Lee slides this out, we're going to neutralize all this, because this right here, that's how they have the fire started on the Newmars. That's how the fire started on that one. That's all acid. None of that. We take them out, scrape it all out, put a special coating and a rubber mat in it. That's how the fire started on that one right there from the battery acid.
Okay.
We don't want that.
He said on this, when you try to pull it out, you got to get a pry bar under there.
Well, you got to get a pry bar because all the acid, there's metal rollers in here. When we pull it out, we'll clean.
Okay.
You get all that out of there and clean the rollers and lube them. You better take your hand and just pull it out with your hand.
Look at that, all the acid coming out. When did you even do that? Look at that.
Yeah, and that is, I was already up under there and told them we're gonna have to get, because it's thick.
Yeah.
And what happens is, when I say thick, it's thick.
Shit.
That's sulfuric acid. So you get any kind of an exhaust leak in there, or you get rain, a little bit of spark, any kind of a spark, and that's all. And here's the worst thing, that's not even the problem. The problem is what happened to him, and I see this about 3-4 times a year. All that acid starts running out the tray, and if you look right here, all your wiring harnesses are behind that.
Okay.
And it starts eating away at the insulation on the wiring harnesses, and that's how it catches on fire.
Okay. So let me ask you another question around the batteries. These batteries, I think, are less than a year old. You just replaced the 4 house batteries.
Right.
But they're just regular, I think, lead acid, freaking water-based batteries you got to fill up. Are you better off, even though it's real expensive, are we better off going with like a lithium that's sealed, or?
I don't recommend lithium.
Okay.
You only got to look at them when you're camping. You only got to look at them maybe once a month.
Okay.
And the reason I don't like lithium, because it starts affecting the inverter.
Okay.
The inverter, some of the inverters are built for a dry cell or a wet cell.
Got it. You'd have to change the inverter out.
You start creating problems. But you see how the acid's running here?
Yep.
See how it's running down in here on the body and running in towards the. That's your DPF.
Yeah,
that's part of your regen system.
Yeah, right.
That's why it's just.
That's the thing we're getting the codes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to address the fire. I would call it the fire starter.
Okay.
That's 20 gauge metal, and it's actually separating.
I can see it.
Damn. See all that, Lee? You don't want to lay under it. We got to get all that out of there. See all the big pieces? Look at all that just flew over there. Then we'll take the polishing wheel, Lee, with the air polishing wheel. We'll come in here and we'll polish all that corrosion out, free up the slat. Hear it? See the acid coming out? Watch this. Look. See the acid? It's full of acid. That's because they had a battery failure or boil over, and 2 of those batteries are boiling over.
Yeah.
I tell people, prepare yourself, because this is what happens when you don't do battery maintenance.
Okay.
Or when they let it go like that. This is basically the same year as yours, just a bigger horsepower engine.
Okay.
And you might want to hold your breath, because this is exactly where yours was going.
Oh, geez.
You know, they were riding down the road and having the big time, and this is where their tray was. It was all white, but see all these cables arced out, shorted out, melted, and caught fire all the way to the engine.
Wow.
This is down to the bare copper. This is exactly what happens.
Yeah.
You know, but when you see your battery tray when we're done, we actually even do some things at Newmar that they don't do from the factory. You're gonna strip that tray, and it's gonna have a commercial rubber mat, and then a special coating on it so that stuff doesn't go down with DPF.
Yeah.
No more white stuff.
Yeah,
What's that?
that's all the white stuff. Everything. These gotta go.
I saw more than that.
Yeah,
There was more.
Oh, you got to pull those out, you mean?
These are no good. He's gonna take these back out tomorrow. They're good enough for you to use tonight, but he's gonna replace them tomorrow.
Oh, the batteries are no good?
The batteries.
Well, that's no good. They're brand new.
put the slides out or pull them in, but I got if you look at our trays,
Yeah.
all the trays are done and they got rubber, commercial rubber at the bottom of every battery, but you'll see it when I pull it out. Two of these guys, two of these batteries, you can feel it.
Yeah.
The cases are swollen on them, and listen, we'll pick on whoever did that. I've never heard of this battery.
Okay.
I
okay.
use
Shit
only
batteries.
I only use two brands. They're actually 2017s,
Okay.
which is probably
The
not nothing.
2017s that were bought 6 months ago or so, because I saw the invoice for them.
Okay, well there's
Or maybe those were new. I don't know.
right.
Maybe those were the new ones. Who
Those
knows?
could be
These might have been the new ones, but
So just these two or all four of them?
all four.
Are gotta go.
And you know what? Trust me, if you put two in, it wipes out the other two.
You
Yeah.
want to put them all in new together at the
Yeah.
same time? Okay.
And if you look down there, if you take your finger and you push your finger down there,
Yep.
I
you'll
feel
feel the
it.
commercial rubber down there. They don't even do that at the
Yeah, it
factory.
looks good.
It's really.
We filled a box up with acid.
Yeah,
what
he
he said,
showed
yeah.
me, but
Well, we do it a certain way. You got 7 2s. I've seen dealers do this and be lost for days. You got 7 2s. We should have 1 3. We should have 1 4. We should have 3 5s. And I leave these permanent number markers on them in case my customers ever have to work on their batteries. They can go 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9.
Posts. Yeah, that's good.
Battery terminal tops.
Yeah.
They're extra thick and extra tall. We
you
took
can put more terminals on
I
them.
overnighted 4 of them.
Yeah.
We went through the bottom of it, machined it, and put a 7/16 stud on it that's that tall instead of the little 3/8 stud that they had in there. Because if you look, all the lugs on all your house battery cables are all 7/16s.
Yeah.
Well, the stud coming off that Marine is only 5/16s. So you're not even getting full power to the coach.
Yeah.
So I told Matt, man, we'll just take this over here and machine it, thread it, put a 7/16 grade 8 stud in it, 1.5 tall,
Okay.
and now everything fits like it. I'm actually gonna
Like
take
it should.
pictures of it and send it to Newmar.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And it's called a military grade battery terminal.
Okay.
awesome.
Good to know.
Something I wanted to show you, if you're not in the coach and you're not using the coach, say you're
touch
just
that puppy off.
store it, you got 3. You
Okay.
got one here, and that's the on. When you turn it the other way, it's off.
Yep.
That's green and that's on. And here's your master disconnect right here. Here's the third one, and you flip it to off.
Okay.
That kills everything in the coach, and the reason I tell you that is that it takes the smallest component to drain the batteries.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize, especially on the larger coaches like this, they don't realize that you have a house disconnect and then you have a chassis disconnect, and they'll come out here and they'll disconnect these. But if the chassis disconnect is not,
Then your battery will start.
well, sometimes it'll pull house down too because they got a parallel relay.
Right. So when you say store it, like for how long?
Well, if you're not using it, like y'all are just parking it, you're not using it.
For like
For-
a month, a
for
week.
2-3 days, or
Shoot,
2 weeks?
Man, I tell people, if you're gonna park it for pretty much over 3 or 4 days, and you're
Okay.
just not gonna use it,
All right.
just kill your disconnects
All right. Sounds good.
because nothing will drain down.
Yeah.
And it's just imperative. There's nothing worse than coming out in the chassis batteries or the coach batteries being dead.
That's yeah.
Because it's just, now you have a parallel switch on yours, an emergency start that ties everything together, and the house batteries will start the coach if they go down.
If they need to.
Yep. And it's a great feature.
Bye, Howard.
You gotta get the car. Don't forget.
Oh, I forgot about the car.
Hey everybody, so we just wanted to show you the final product on the battery work that we had Tallahassee Truck and RV do. We're pretty happy with it. This whole tray was filled with acid, as you remember. That's all clean now. We've got a barrier, two barriers. One is kind of a coating that's put on. The second is a rubber mat that's in there that will prevent any further damage. We also got 4 new house batteries. These 4 are the house batteries. They run the stuff in the coach. And these 2 are for the actual RV engine itself. These batteries weren't a problem. The coach batteries were, so we replaced them. Howard machined a specific little post here because this one has so many on it. It was really difficult to get everything on the old post, and I think prior RV owners told us it kept coming loose, and then it'd have electrical issues inside the coach. So this is all solid now. He's marked each of the cables, so if we take them off, we know where to put them back on. And now it's just a matter of maintaining them. Every month we've got to go in and check the water level inside the batteries. and just make sure that there's water covering the cell. And if we do that well, we should have a good long life on these batteries, and we'll be happy. Thank you. Bye.